Well, now for the news in detail. It's a blatant abuse of power. A union minister leading a bloodthirsty mob and inciting them to attack a district magistrate's office in his home turf of Murshidabad. The man in question is the Minister of State for Railways, Adhir Chaudhary, and he remains absolutely unapologetic. Here's how Bengal's strongman arm-twisted the law, leading a riotous mob of 2,000 Congress workers.
Your Union Minister of State for Railways, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, seen standing atop a car and inciting an already irate mob to take on the DM of Murshidabad. Right after the speech, Congress hooligans went on a rampage. Vandalizing the DM's bungalow. Wielding lathis, pelting stones, destroying public property. Minister threatened the DM of serious consequences. The local strongman and Robin Hood of Berhampur refuses to cow down, demanding the DM to sign a memorandum then and there. This ultimatum again. Outnumbered, cops helplessly look on, even as the mobs go berserk in a fit of rage. Result, the rattled DM caved into hooliganism and signed the memorandum. And the minister is unrepentant.
जनता ने काफी गुस्से में आ गए और ये गुस्से को देखते हुए मैं खुद एक पुलिस के जीप के ऊपर खड़ा होके आम जनता को शांत होने के लिए अपील की.
What's more shocking is that the Congress leaders seem firmly behind him.
Condemnable act of the Trinamool Congress government, which is following the means, methods and practices of the brutal CPIM party. Everywhere Congress workers are being attacked.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता तोड़फोड़ कर रहे थे. कांग्रेस पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से वहां पे सत्याग्रह कर रहे थे और वहां की सरकार के प्रशासन ने जिस तरह से लाठीचार्ज किया और उसके बावजूद ऊपर से कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ताओं पे और यहाँ तक कि रेल राज्य मंत्री के ऊपर भी मतलब आरोप लगाया गया कि वो कर रहे हैं तो ये एक तरह से बदले की भावना से ममता की सरकार और वहां की कांग्रेस पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं और नेताओं के खिलाफ कार्रवाई कर रही है.
আমরা দেখতে চাই ডিএম সাহেব কি করবেন, তারপরে আমাদের পার্টি বসে আলোচনা করে আমরা আরো.
Well, first he provoked and now he's defiant. Headlines today spoke exclusively to MP and Union Minister Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, and he is outright remorseless for breaking the laws he's under oath to protect. Listen in.
Mr. Chaudhary, we don't know what to be more shocked at, the undiluted arrogance or the gross abuse of power, Mr. Chaudhary.
I am simply being startled of listening your observation on me. But the fact is that I was there only to subside the rage of the agitationists. I was there standing on a jeep trying to pacify the rage of the common people. And that DM bungalow.
No, sir. So from the eyewitnesses we've spoken to, Mr. Chaudhary.
Just listen to me. The DM, hello?
Yes.
It is a fortified area. It is encircled by a wall and erected steel. So nobody was entered inside the premises, and it was under the lock and key.
Mr. Chaudhary, several eyewitnesses have said that yes, you intervened, but you also gave a 30-minute ultimatum to the magistrate to receive the memorandum, threatening a bigger agitation. That's what they're saying. Are you going to deny that? We have pictures of you standing there and almost directing this mob.
Just listen to me. District Collector of Murshidabad District was approached month earlier.
Yes?
To give a date
Yes?
for a deputation.
Now let me ask you a simple and straightforward question. Will you hand over, if you say that you were pacifying Congress workers, will you hand them over to the authorities so that action can be taken against these individuals?
See, if it is so, then first action should be taken against me. Along with that, I should also be appreciated by the concerned authorities because I was the only person there in charge of the district who tried his level best to pacify the agitation.
If you have failed in your duty, sir, should you not step down? The law is very clear. Any individual obstructing a public servant's duty should be prosecuted under the law.
Public servant's duty. I have never obstructed any public servant's duty.
No, sir. As a public servant, Mr. Chaudhary, as a public servant, it's your moral duty to hand over those that are violating the law. You're a lawmaker. You're not a lawbreaker.
Yes. Nobody is there to violate the law, but under the situation provoked by the district collector, and
Mr. Chaudhary, the story is not going to go away.
A huge anger among the common workers, and I was there
to fan it. You were there to fan the anger, weren't you, sir? You were there to fan the anger. Sir,
I was never trying to incite
several
anybody.
Eyewitnesses has come forward.
Don't malign me, no.
You have led, or at least alleged to have led, a large number of citizens to break the law.
Only to submit our deputation.
Right, sir.
I think it is within the ambit of our democratic right to submit the deputation.
But not to resort to violence, sir.
No,
to resort to violence.
No kind of violence was resorted there.
Well, sir, the pictures speak for themselves, Mr. Chaudhary. Either the camera is lying.
If you are defining it as a vandalism,
So what is? The pictures are self-evident. They speak for themselves.
I just know the vandalism.
The pictures are
vandalism.
self-evident. This is vandalism.
So if it is vandalism, police may take its own legal action.
Mr. Chaudhary, when the police know that your supporters are going to resort to violence in this way, who's going to take action? Who's going to uphold the law?
Yeah, police is in charge of protecting law. They are at liberty to take legal action against me. Who has registered themselves?
So after having seen this, will the police have the guts to proceed against you because they know that your supporters will target them, will lynch them?
If the police do not have the guts, then they should go to hell.
So if the police have a problem, they can go to hell. But the clarification is riddled with several contradictions. The lawmaker almost says that he will shield the lawbreakers he incited. He doesn't explain what gave him the right to intimidate a public servant for political ends. And he doesn't own up to abusing cops who were trying to uphold the law. The onus certainly now is on Mamata Banerjee to walk the talk after her party is done making strong statements of condemnations. More than 24 hours later, the Congress minister who vandalized the Murshidabad DM's office, intimidated him, has not been arrested. No case is being filed against him by Mamata Banerjee's police. Well, headlines today ask just what is the government waiting for now? Should political considerations slow down police probe and action? And when there is a laundry list of laws that the minister has violated, clearly the law must prevail and make an example of the vandal minister. Clearly, the Congress minister seems to have embarrassed the High Command as well with his antics. The visuals of vandalism are just way too strong and disturbing for Delhi to actually brush them under the carpet. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has done a massive damage to Congress's plan of projecting clean ministers. Rahul Gandhi's idea of shunning negative politics. Will the Prime Minister and the Congress party now punish the man who seems to have clearly shamed them with this unruly behavior? So will he face the music? Make no mistake, the allegations against Chaudhary are grave. Despite being a minister in the union, he went gunning for a public servant, instigating a mob to damage public property. What's worse, this isn't the first time that Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has had a brush with the law. He was accused in a twin murder case but later cleared of all charges. He's on bail in a murder case of a Gram Panchayat member. Moreover, just before joining politics, Adhir Chaudhary was imprisoned in various criminal cases, a track record certainly not to be proud of.